Frank Mumolo is next on the agenda. Frank is a seasoned CEO with over 20 years experience leading companies from startups to $100 million in revenue, both public and private. He has had considerable experience both buying and selling companies, teaches courses on the subject, and is often retained as an advisor by potential buyers and sellers. There's a lot more to understand about what's involved in selling a business than just what it's worth. Deal structure, buyer vetting, transition, tax exposure, and post-sale involvement are just a few things to consider. Please welcome Frank Mumolo.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our session on what your buyer is thinking about when you're selling your business. My name is Frank Mumolo, and I am the author of the Six-Cylinder Success Business Growth Program. We're going to be using parts of this program today in our presentation. Over the years, as they said in the introduction, I've bought and sold quite a few businesses, and I'm hoping you'll benefit today from some of the things that I've learned, in some cases the hard way, about some of the things that happen when you're in transactions of this type. So today we're going to cover 9 specific areas, and I hope you know that in a 30-minute span we're not going to be able to make you experts. What my purpose is today is to just give you an awareness perhaps of some of the elements that go into this kind of situation that you might not have heard about before. These transactions tend to be a little bit more complex than the average person who's not involved in this every day tends to know. So hopefully that'll be a takeaway from today's presentation. And the areas are going to be, first of all, should you use a business broker? That's an interesting one. Types of deal structures. The selling timeline, the different types of buyers. What is your business worth? How do you put a value on it? What buyers look for so you can be prepared. You're going to see in this presentation that we're really on both sides of the table, not just on one. And I always like to enter negotiations that way. I like to know what the other person may be looking to accomplish, so that I can be best prepared to provide what they need. Another one that you might not think about, but buyers do, is determining what is really being sold. Some of this might surprise you. The secret to maximizing your sale price, and some deal-related issues that you as a seller need to consider. So let's get started. Number one, should I use a business broker? Well, to most people, that's almost a knee-jerk reaction. Everyone says, well, I'm ready to sell my business. Of course I need a business broker. And maybe you do. Business brokers can provide a lot of value, but there are a few things you should know before you jump in with both feet. If you're considering using a business broker, here's something you should know. Over 80% of businesses that are listed for sale with business brokers don't sell. Most people are shocked by that statistic. I know I was when I first came across it. And the number's actually much higher than 80%. So it begs the question, why? I mean, these people are professionals. Why don't these businesses sell? Well, there are a number of reasons why they don't sell. The first is many small business owners, and I consider a small business anything less than $100 million. I know that sounds big, but it's actually not. Many small business owners struggle to run their businesses every day. So how much do you think they know about the process of selling one? Number two, and this is very common, many business owners don't believe it's necessary to even think about selling until they're ready to sell or retire. And in almost every single case I've seen like that, it's too late. Number three, business owners very often don't know how to assign a value to their business. And because they've spent probably decades building it and suffering with it and rejoicing in the victories, they're very emotionally involved with the business. And they tend to think it's worth more than it is. I can tell you, having done many of these deals, a good valuation expert is a very, very good asset to have around, because they tend to be very objective and not emotional.